Hello and welcome to Todd versus
BBD.
Today we're going to be playing a little bit of Standard, and we got a spicy brew for you that Brown's going to be playing. I'm just going to go ahead and let him take it away and tell us about his Meltus Astronomer deck.
Yes, some very powerful constructed cards in this deck. If you'll see, at least some of these are higher than 11th pick in Limited.
I don't know,
Maybe.
man. Karametra's Favor, I don't know if I ever actually cast that card in Limited, so...
I mean, Chosen by Heliod is like 7th pick.
That's fair.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a Jeskai Ascendancy combo deck based around basically every different Jeskai Ascendancy combo that has ever existed in Standard. This is a deck that Matt Nass played at the SCG Invitational and has been championing, and it actually seems kind of sweet, so let's break down some of the cards and how this deck works. Right. So basically the deck revolves around Jeskai Ascendancy and winning by comboing off with that, and to that end we have Sylvan Caryatid plus Dragon Mantle plus Retraction Helix, and this is the original combo that people were playing at the Pro Tour and so forth. And basically the way that works is you Dragon Mantle your Caryatid, untap it, Retraction Helix your Caryatid, untap it, you use Retraction Helix to bounce the Dragon Mantle, and you replay it on Caryatid, and
if you draw your deck.
And you basically draw your entire deck. You need to have 2 creatures to be able to combo off like this, but if you do, you can draw your entire deck and make your creatures as large as however many times you loop.
Yeah, I see we also have the Standby Springleaf Drum Retraction Helix combo as well.
So that is the other combo in the deck is Retraction Helix and Springleaf Drum, where with 2 creatures in play, you can use one to tap the drum for mana, the other to use the Retraction Helix ability to bounce the drum, use that mana that you generated to replay the drum, untap both your guys, rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
And those creatures
the whole time, you don't get to draw off into cards like Dragon Mantle, but you do get to loot until you find, I don't actually know if you would need anything. I guess, God's Willing to make your guy unblockable.
Yeah. You can loop through until you find something like God's Willing, or you can just loop until your guys are big enough to kill them. Okay. And then the way that this deck gets basically brought together is with Meltus Astronomer, where every time you target it...
I'm going to be honest. I did not think that sentence would ever be uttered. The way that this deck is brought together is by Meltus Astronomer.
Yeah. I mean, I've had some Limited decks where he's been pretty sweet. So,
sure.
I mean, I've definitely cast Chosen by Heliod on Meltus Astronomer in Limited, so
All right.
It's happened. But yeah, basically Meltus Astronomer can find Jeskai Ascendancy, so you don't need to play cards like Commune with the Gods that some of the older versions were playing. Astronomer can also basically find any of these other cards and lets you start to chain through your deck to basically find what you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty powerful to both draw a card and look at the top 3 and find an enchantment. And I feel like he works really well alongside having Retraction Helix and Springleaf Drum in your deck, because he's another body that allows you to generate the combos that your deck needs to go off. He also seems pretty good with Karametra's Favor. He kind of turns him into another Sylvan Caryatid.
Yeah. So there's a lot of pretty cool things, and then we also have 4 Nyxborn Rollickers?
Well, I mean, he is a really cheap aura, and he's also a 1-drop creature. So similar to the body of Meltus Astronomer, having the body could matter. So I understand it. It does feel a little weird, not going to lie.
Yeah, it's definitely a little weird, but it does have a lot of synergies, both with the Chrome Crusader and Astronomer, and the fact that it's enchantment and is a creature and all these other stuff.
I would actually love for you to win at least one game in this video by just going turn 1 a Chrome Crusader, turn 2 Rollicker, turn 3 Rollicker, and just hitting me for a million, you know?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I also want to win a game by God's Willing my Meltus Astronomer, choosing red to make Rollicker fall off so I have 2 creatures to combo you. That would be a delight,
that'd
too.
That'd be great. Mana base seems kind of out there. Not gonna lie.
There's a lot of tri-lands, which I actually like this because the mana... I mean, we're playing some wild color combinations here, so I want the mana to be as good as possible. So between Monastery, Bivouac, and Mana Confluence, we have access to all the colors pretty easily.
Sure.
But yeah, that's the main deck. Only 19 lands, which is low, but...
Well, we do have a lot of can-tripping effects with Dragon Mantle, Karametra's Favor, and we do have Springleaf Drum, and I actually see a few draws that are mana-light going turn 1 Springleaf Drummond to turn to like Rollick or something like that, you know? And
Yeah.
just, that way, just like getting a cheap creature into play to use the Drum as a mana source. So.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this deck looks sweet. Let's go ahead and look at the sideboard and see what we have there. All right, so as you can see, we have a lot of diversity in our sideboard.
Yeah, I was gonna say this looks like a sideboard I would build like 6 years ago, where it's just like all cards that just completely obliterate certain archetypes and not a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, yeah, that's basically what we're going for here. So, yeah, I mean, I think that there's probably some wiggle room with the sideboard, but for the most part, like, you are only trying to beat specific things, so it makes sense. Like, we have Dig Through Time for a lot of the grindier matchups where we're going to need to dig.
Yeah, anything that has a lot of removal or discard, like, or enchantment hate, too. So.
Yeah. And then 4 Swan Songs are really good against, like, counter spells or things like Utter End or whatever, or Erase that's going to try to target Ascendancy. Mm-hmm. We can use Swan Song to protect it, but I really wouldn't probably bring that in anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, this seems great against, like, Jim Davis's Blue Eye Control deck.
Yes.
He's trying to, you know, just play a bunch of counter spells, and sometimes in-hostilities can be a problem if you have a very creature-heavy draw. So, yeah, I mean, 1-mana counter spell is great.
And then we have 4 copies of Nyx Fleece Ram. That's basically just for decks that are trying to kill us before we have time to get things set up. One thing I like about this is you can actually find it off of Mel Bleedus Astronomer.
Man.
Yeah, so...
Man, that's a mad card.
I did see a screenshot of Sam Pardee with a 3624 Nyx Fleece Ram. And
yeah, it doesn't have Defender, so it can't attack.
Yeah, his opponent was dead to it.
Yeah, so. as we learned from old Ivan Flock at Pro Tour M15.
Yep.
Yeah, this sideboard seems pretty straightforward. Yeah, all right, cool.
Cool.
Okay, well, I guess I'll take us out. For Braun-Duin, I'm Todd Harrison. Let's get to the video.